going on YouTube? This your boy Juice Baby back in your chest again with another reaction video. Y'all call them tyrants. I don't know what that is, but they saying they wilding out in the police department, man, and it's going crazy. You know, they got lies too, yo. You know what I'm saying? Say moments corrupt caught realize they been caught in the act. We finna see what they been caught in. In the act. In the act. We finna see what they doing, you know what I mean? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You already know what time it is. We finna get right into it.
Aaron, listen, if you want to see Apple, I'll send you to the county jail. I'm asking for your cooperation here.
For what?
I've got squad cars on railroad tracks. I'm trying to get them off of it because you don't want to listen.
You'll be shocked to realize the number of tyrants hiding under law enforcement officers' masks. Today, we'll be exposing such corrupt cops who were caught in the act. On March 8th, 2020, a young woman and her father stopped when they saw a man lying on the ground near the intersection of a street and railroad tracks. The man told the girl that he had been hit by a car. Soon, they contacted 911, and within minutes, police officers arrived on the scene.
I don't know what happened. We was driving by, the man's laying here. He says somebody hit him with a car. He's obviously been drinking, but he needs some help, so I didn't want to leave until somebody got here.
I appreciate you. And when you came here, you didn't see anybody else around? Or...
You know what? There was a white vehicle on the tracks, and I think they saw him about the same time we did.
Okay.
But they went on.
But you didn't see a vehicle around or anything like that? Okay.
But his head's all busted up, and he says he's hurt.
Why don't you guys go ahead and pull up to give room for the ambulance?
We're going to go on. We just wait.
Well, I need your information real quick.
What information?
Just your information real quick. Give me 1 second.
Patrol Officer Billy White approached the Good Samaritans and instructed them to make way for the ambulance. However, things soon escalated, and what he did next will leave you stunned.
Can you just pull the vehicle up for a second?
It's not my car.
Jesus Christ. Give me your IDs and I'll run it now. Everybody's got to make shit rocket science. You got your ID on you?
It's not my car.
You have your ID on you.
No, I do not. Why are you yelling at me whenever I'm
Because you're not listening. You're not listening. I'm trying to get the ambulance here so we can get off the railroad tracks.
And we're going home.
I need your ID.
I don't have an ID.
What's your name?
I'm not giving it to you.
I'm going to put your hands behind your back. I'm going to arrest you.
Oh, okay.
God damn. Let's make everything difficult, please. You want to go sit in the county jail because you want to be an idiot.
I don't have an ID on me, just like I...
No, you don't want to give me your name, so you said arrest you. So good Lord. Let's make it difficult. Makes sense.
I want to see your supervisor.
Put him in your car. Pat him down and put him in your car.
See your supervisor.
This the dude who called
Yes,
the police.
you have. Obstructing justice.
Instead of appreciating them for staying with the victim, the officer just unlawfully arrested him. And just when you think the worst had already happened, he's just getting started.
If I haven't been suspected of a crime,
I know, I just got called about this guy.
about
Laying on the road.
Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to help.
All right.
And the guy's yelling at me. That's what's the matter with the police force nowadays, man.
Why would you put him in the... Why would you
get this
do
figured
that?
out.
He
I
ain't
did
gonna look
absolutely nothing
over
but call
like...
to help this guy out.
He
And
ain't
I'm
gonna
sitting here
give
in cuffs.
information. He'll
That's all I
witness
did.
like-
Well, what happened? What happened
I
there?
don't know. We pulled up and the guy's laying in the middle of the road. So we called 911.
Sorry, copy 28 of a witness.
Asking me for ID, which I told him I do not have. And I haven't been suspected of committing a crime.
What's your name?
It's Aaron.
Okay.
But there's absolutely no reason to ID me when I haven't done anything. I'm just trying to help a guy.
Whenever you called about it, did you...
I didn't even call.
Oh.
My daughter called. I was out there with the man, making sure he was all right. I want your supervisor out here, by the way. Get your sergeant
He's out here.
All right.
Go ahead.
That's why people record this stuff. You know that,
Last
right?
name.
You're breaking my constitutional rights by arresting me for committing no crime. I wasn't impeding an investigation.
All right. Well, I don't know what was going on there, so...
Nothing. We called to get the guy some help, and I'm in cuffs.
All right. Well, let me go talk to them, and hopefully...
And then that's ironic, bro. Ugh. Bro, sometimes while people be riding by, they like, man, I ain't finna get involved. Cause they feel like anything can happen. They might blame me for it. Like, come on, man, that's crazy. How you pull over, see somebody hurt, call the police, and you in the back of the police car. Get the stuff. Bruh.
We'll be able to get you out of here.
Man, take these cuffs off me.
Aaron W.
There you go. That's
I'll
me.
get date of birth for you in a moment.
Your guy was just being...
Aaron, listen, if you want to see Apple, I'll send you to the county jail. I'm asking for your cooperation.
Shortly after, Officer White talked to his daughter while the EMS took care of the guy. Surprisingly, none of the officers spoke about this illegal arrest as they continued their duty.
Who is this guy to you, ma'am? Who is he to you?
He's my dad.
Why is he acting like this when I'm trying to get people off the railroad tracks for safety reasons?
No, sir, I'm sorry.
I just need to know who we are. That's all I'm doing. I just asking him for his name, and he don't want to give it to
We
me.
were just trying to get this man some help.
Ma'am, I appreciate that, but at the same time, why cause one problem when we're trying to fix another? You know what I'm saying?
I understand, sir.
Century, copy 28 of a witness.
They were banging on the witnesses, man. They didn't see what happened.
I got a call that he was down there walking.
So the dispatcher already got the information she need for the callers, period. So they don't even need the information because they didn't see the crime. Now if they witnesses, they mean they witnessed it happen. So they gotta be there to be in court and all that done, man. This man ain't no witness. So he don't gotta give you his ID. He don't gotta do none of that, right? He been a good scenario. All you need, okay. Your job as an officer is to allow that situation to go by this business and continue to help that man on the floor, man. Come on, man.
Go ahead.
Somebody goes over there.
They
He
pulled
keep
up right
walking.
after he was down. They didn't see anything, but just first ones on scene. B-Boy K King 92678. Boy King 92678. Copy 27.
The officer was still hell-bent on obtaining the guy's ID as he approached him once again, this time with an even more aggressive demeanor.
Also run a Aaron W. I'll get a date of birth for you in a moment. Aaron, wait. Aaron, listen, if you want to see, I'll send you to the county jail. I'm asking for your cooperation here. For what? I've got squad cars on railroad tracks. I'm trying to get them off of it because you don't want to listen. I'm asking for your cooperation and you don't want to give it to me.
You know what my cooperation was? Calling and getting this man some help.
Okay, so we're going to cause another problem by not clearing the railroad tracks? I'm asking you to pull forward.
Not my car.
And then I'm asking for your name so you guys can get out of here so we
For
can
no
pull
reason
forward.
at all. For no reason. You're
Yeah,
asking for
that makes sense.
You don't
Stupid.
You don't need this information.
This guy just wants to be an idiot.
Despite being wrong, the officer was stubborn and kept pressing the man for no good reason. At this point, he was acting like an entitled brat, and his tyranny was about to get even worse.
Time can kill somebody. The matter of seconds.
And see, one thing about it, through these situations, you know, keeping calm will most definitely get you home. You know what I mean? You know, and just keep calm. Just talk polite to him. Be saying what you need to say. I mean, you could be as disrespectful as you can, but say it in a polite way. In a soft voice. You on the other screen? Oh, yeah, okay. I see you. Use it. You know what I mean? Hey, man, they can't take that. That's really a burn them up. And you can, It's like they can see this man is not agitating you. You just agitated because he exists or something. You know what I mean?
Seconds can kill somebody.
I
There's
have
a
no
train.
idea what happened to him, no more than you do.
I understand
know.
that. I'm trying to get people off the railroad tracks.
And I'm trying to go home. I just have to help the
Then
guy.
just help me get to the
I
end
don't
of the.
owe you anything. I don't know what your problem is.
My problem is,
Guess what? I'm clear, right? I've lived here my entire life. I want your name, your card.
It's Billy White. My badge number's 429.
Because there'll be a complaint filed. I guarantee you.
You know what? If you're going to file a complaint, we'll just charge you. Stay in there.
Oh, you can't
We'll
do
give you
that.
something- We'll give you something to file a complaint on.
Oh, see, he should have waited. He should have waited till you got out the car. He can't rearrest you for what? So telling him that? You still had the handcuffs on you, bro. Man, you should have waited. You should have waited. I told you, bro. You got to be calm, bro. I just told you, man. He didn't hear what I said, but if he heard me, I'm telling you, bro. You got to be calm, bro. Just go ahead. You all right? Go on with the program. Be a bitty booty do. And do just like the white people. I mean, he is white. I'm just speaking for, because We ain't got no opportunity just to straight talk trash to him, but he probably might be a hillbilly. His name Billy White. Like, what the fuck? Ain't no racism, but it's just the name. They just call him out. Billy White, boy, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, how you gonna do that to that man, bro? Hey, you should have waited, bro. You should have waited till you got out the car, got back to your daughter, and then said, hey, man, we're gonna file a complaint on this guy in front of everybody else. And, you know, it had the ambulance sitting right there listening to, hey, go to this. Hey, yeah, we finna file a complaint on this guy.
You know it's shit, right?
Hey,
Well, I gotta take you up there, I guess.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not your fault, pal. I'm not mad at you. I just actually got angry because he was yelling at me for no reason at all. I'm just trying to help somebody. I'm clear, I'm valid, I got nothing against me, and I've been here all my life in Centralia, Illinois. Same house for 20 years, pal. But I don't have to put up with somebody yelling at me when I'm trying to help somebody, and that's what it amounts to. He got aggressive with me, he's yelling, he's demanding things, and I don't have to give him anything. I've committed no crime here.
Nabolski, can you get by or no?
So take me to the police station.
Yeah,
what you gonna charge me with? What crime is he charging me with? Do you know?
I don't know yet.
That's because there was no crime, pal. You know that.
Centralia 456, I'll be 95. The PD is one.
I wasn't impeding an investigation. I don't know any more about it than you guys do.
I gave your smokes and stuff to her.
It's my daughter.
The poor guy kept pleading his case through the other officers, but no one was willing to listen.
Look,
Officer White desperately needed to be disciplined for losing control and escalating a simple issue.
There was no lawful commands given because I wasn't under suspicion of a crime, nor was I under the suspicion of committing a crime. There was no reason for him to be aggressive with me at all. And he was still aggressive at the car. So he said if I'm going to file a report against him, he's going to charge me. That's why we're going to the police station. Now see, you guys can't be all bad, man. God damn it, you just can't be. I have a hard time believing that you all act like that.
They supporting it
When
by
a cop
allowing
asks
it
you
to
your name,
happen.
you have to tell them. It's a state
lawful order.
No, it's a state law. I gave you a lawful order. Stand over here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have no idea to get it.
Back. I asked for your name. You said I don't have to give it to you. I'm leaving.
I want to see the state code that says I have
Into
to give
the
my
right.
name if I'm not.
It's a state law. Everything I'm saying is recorded. It's a state law.
Yeah.
Yes. A white car hit me. Don't you want me to be able to establish who was in the car? From my standpoint,
I can understand.
I have to, Aaron, listen, I have to by state law. I have to know who you are. I have to know who's reporting it. He might wake up and say, this guy in this white car got out and hit me. I can say I talked to this guy's the caller. I can say that there was nothing. If you're avoiding me, well, I don't know that. But what I'm saying is,
I was just there.
but to be honest with you, Aaron, my biggest concern is trains. There was a train backing up. My bumper's on the railroad tracks. I had to stop short because he's laying on the ground. I wanted to make sure. I understand that.
That's why we ended up seeing.
But there are switches, and he was backing up. But what I'm saying is,
I got my slippers on, man.
I got you, buddy. Listen to me real quick, okay? I've had a long day. I've done this for
I've had a long day. Too.
I've done this for 12 hours. So all I'm saying is, I appreciate you calling us.
I got no disrespect for you, pal.
Listen, all I got to do is my job.
Officer White kept going back and forth with him, but he was still not ready to apologize as he considered his actions were appropriate. Surprisingly, he wasn't able to name the law he was following.
I don't owe you anything.
When I show up, you actually do by state law. I hate to say that, but I have.
Show me the law then. Show me the law where Illinois says that you have to ID.
When a cop shows up on a crime, potential crime scene, accident scene, whatever it is,
Okay.
I have the right to know who's there.
He's not the accident though.
I want to see the law where it says.
I have that right.
I want to see the law. Can I not see it? Can you not pull it up? Can you not pop it on your phone and say, Aaron Flanagan, here's the law, so next time I will know?
It's case law. If you want to wait here long enough for me to go research it and pull it up, I'll do it.
No, so you should already have that, right?
All you want to do is argue, man.
I don't want to argue. I just want you to know that people have a right.
I'm telling you what the law is.
Constitutional rights.
Aaron, I'm
okay?
telling you what the law is. Listen, I'm telling you
Are
what
you
the
a lawyer? I mean, you know this for a fact?
See, like I said,
then one thing about the two, he not respecting the Constitution. That's one thing that they don't never speak on that. They always tell me, I'm just talking about the law. But he's saying the Constitution law. So once y'all talk about the Constitution law together. Yeah, speak about it together. You speak about what you know about the Constitution, so he can pair what you saying with his. Well, that's what it says. Okay, yeah, we understand what that is. Instead of you just saying the law, respect what people be saying. That's what I don't be liking about y'all police, bro. Y'all keep, cause y'all know y'all be in the wrong, so y'all don't want to stand on being a man. That ain't being a man. That's being a boy. Yeah.
Said all you
Just let me go, all right?
you're free to go. All you want to do is argue. So that's obvious.
What's your name?
It's Billy White.
Billy White? What's
I've already
your
told
name?
you 3 times, man.
You know what? I got a brain tumor, and all you did was stress me out, so.
Centray is his right up front or out back.
Man, he need to know where he gonna file that.
Fortunately, no charges were filed against him, and he was released. It's uncertain if he filed a complaint against the officer, but we hope he got justice. This cop learned his mistake pretty soon, but these tyrants needed to be disciplined by this auditor.
You have no legitimate purpose to be here. You need to exit this space. You may stand outside.
In August 2023, First Amendment auditor Sean Paul Reyes decided to conduct a First Amendment audit of the New York State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision. From the get-go, things were complicated.
Yes, ma'am. I don't need any help at the I don't need any help at the moment, ma'am.
Okay, you cannot be here if you're not here to see anyone for parole.
There's a sign that says for visitors. I'm here to do a FOIL request for some public documents.
Are you recording?
I'm taking some pictures and video.
Okay, you cannot do that.
Why can't I do that? There was a lot of signs out front. None of them said that there was no pictures or videos allowed.
We do not take photos in here.
What'd you say?
I'm Parole Officer Franklin. There's no one here in this building, and we are not taking photos in here. The FOIL request can be made on the website. You don't need to.
I could do it in person though, right?
No, we don't do a FOIL request here.
Why not? You're the agency with the records.
FOIL request here. You can request that online with the link. So I will ask you to leave because we cannot have any filming in here.
So the only reason you're asking me to leave is because I'm recording?
Am I making myself clear?
Ma'am, you are very clear. I can hear you perfectly fine. I just, you're not my parole officer. I don't have a parole officer, and you don't have no authority over me. So I would ask that you de-escalate a little bit and talk to me with some respect, the same way I've been talking to you with respect, ma'am.
I'm talking to you respectfully.
Do I make myself clear? Is that talking to somebody with respect, ma'am?
Not a problem. You want us to keep standing here?
So you don't like it, do you?
Sean wasn't to be intimidated by the parole officer as he stood his ground. However, she called some of her fellow officers who were about to be schooled on the law.
Okay, let's do this. Ready.
How you doing? Hey, how are you?
All right.
So this gentleman is requesting for a FOIL. I explained to him, FOILs are not done here. They're done via request online. He's recording us. He's not on parole. I've asked him to leave. He won't leave.
I'm just taking some pictures and video in the publicly accessible area, sir. Okay. May I get your name?
Once he calls that threshold, he's trespassing.
I'm trespassing? How am I trespassing? This is a public lobby. Can I just get your names and badge numbers?
If you're not on parole and you have no business here.
None of the 3 parole officers could indicate the law that Sean was breaking. They kept showcasing their incompetence, but one proved to be a little more challenging than the rest.
You have business here.
What's your business?
I'm an independent journalist. I'm working on a story. This is a publicly accessible area. This is a lobby. I'm working on a story on the New York State Department of Correction and Community Supervision.
Okay. They have a unit that deals with if you want information from DOCCS that they can provide that to you.
Oh, I'm sure they do have a unit that provides information. I just like to go randomly and unexpectedly to public offices and publicly accessible offices and conduct my investigation. May I get your names and badge numbers?
Preston, 1939.
What would you say, sir?
Preston, 1939.
Preston? And your name?
I'm P.O. Rookwood 9.
You're the one that said I was trespassing. I'd like to know who says I'm trespassing.
I'm not giving you my information.
Why would that? Are you a public servant?
I'm not giving you my information.
Do you work for the public, sir?
Of course.
So why wouldn't you acknowledge yourself to a member of the public?
So I'm not giving
Well, you don't know who anybody is until you meet them.
Exactly. I don't know who you are.
And you just met me.
I don't know who you are.
Realizing that these tyrants do not know the law, Sean requested a supervisor, hoping that he'd come and help him out.
So you're not going to provide your name? Are you a supervisor here?
No.
None of you are supervisors?
No.
Can I speak to a supervisor?
They went to go get him.
And you told me your name and badge number, right, sir? Thank you. Appreciate the professionalism.
Sir, the supervisor has instructed you to leave. You're trespassing. If you stay on the premises, we're going to call the police department and have arrested for trespassing.
You can call the police department. It's fine. This is a publicly accessible area. I'm here conducting lawful business. How is this a restricted area if the door is open? I don't understand.
Actually, the door is not supposed to be open.
The door is not supposed to be open?
It should be buzzed in. So maybe it didn't lock from the last person who left, but this is a restricted area.
Shortly after, the woman appeared with the supervisor, and much to Sean's dismay, he turned out to be even worse than the parole officers.
Well, the door was wide open. Hey, sir, how are you? Hey, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Are you a supervisor here?
Yes, sir.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Sean. I'm an independent journalist.
Identification?
I don't have any identification on me, and I wouldn't hand it over if I did.
What's the purpose of your visit?
So I'm an independent journalist. My name's Sean. I'm here to exercise my First Amendment right, just to gather some information. I'm working on a story on the New York State Department of Corrections.
Excuse me.
Sure, sir.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
You have no ID.
I wasn't aware that I need to carry ID, sir.
You're in a government building, in a law enforcement building. Do you have identification?
I wasn't aware I was obligated to
Answer
carry
the question,
identification, sir.
Do you have identification?
No, and if I did, I wouldn't give it to
photo
you.
identification.
No, and if I did, I wouldn't give it to you, sir. I haven't broken any laws.
The officers' actions made no sense, as Sean was in a public place and had every right to be there. It appeared as if these officers were unaware of the Constitution and freedom of filming.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you have identification with you?
You asked me that several times already, sir, and I don't. And if I did, I wouldn't give it to you.
You have no legitimate purpose to be here. You need to exit this space. You may stand outside. Otherwise, you will be arrested.
For what?
Okay? Trespass.
This is a public
You
building.
have no legitimate business here. Please leave.
My legitimate business is asking questions of government officials. I'm here to ask
We do not
questions.
speak to the media. I can give you a number that you can call and speak to. Please exit
Okay, so
the
can you
building.
grab me the
I will
number?
give it to you. Please exit the building.
All right. I'm just gonna take some pictures of these
There's
publicly
no-
accessible.
I need you to exit the building.
Sir,
now.
this is a small lobby. I'm just here to
Excuse
grab
me.
some content for
Sir,
my story, and then I'll be on my
excuse
way.
me.
Okay?
I need you to leave the building.
And I
Do you
will
understand?
as soon as I'm done
No.
conducting my lawful business, sir.
You have no lawful business here.
I do,
Please,
sir.
No. You have not produced identification as requested by me. I'm the supervisor in this building.
I don't have to provide
need
you
to-
identification.
Okay, then you have to leave.
Despite Sean's best efforts to educate the officers, they turned out to be utterly ignorant of the truth. Eventually, the auditor had to leave the building.
Sir, this is ridiculous. This is a small lobby. This is a small public lobby. I've already seen everything that I can see. This is ridiculous for you to be
please
acting
leave.
this way and for your officers to be acting this way,
Please
especially her. Do I make myself clear over there?
Please
Because that's not the way you treat members of the public. I don't care if they're on parole or not. Do you understand me?
Sir, you do not
Okay,
have a legitimate
great.
business here.
I'll wait for law enforcement to come and we'll talk to them, okay?
I'm law enforcement as myself, so I'm directing you.
Then you are in direct violation of your oath that you took to uphold the United States Constitution, sir. Yes, you are. I'll wait for law enforcement to come and I'll speak to them and see what they have to
You
say
do not
about
have
this.
a legitimate
Because you're
business.
violating my constitutional rights right now, sir. That's what you're doing. And your other officers here are being unprofessional, which makes sense because you're their supervisor, right? I'll wait for law enforcement and we'll see what they have to say.
Sean was trespassed from the public building, prompting him to call the police. Shortly after, some officers arrived at the scene, and Sean went over to discuss the earlier incident with them.
How you doing today? You mind if I get your name and badge number, sir?
It's Cruz, 1013.
Cruz 1013. Thank you. Hi, ma'am. And your name and badge number, please? Duncan 1049. Thank you. Thank you. So I guess you were called here just because I'm filming in publicly accessible areas of this facility and around. I'm an independent journalist. My name's Sean. I'm working on a story for the Department of Corrections. And they didn't seem to like that I was in the public lobby. I was in the lobby. It says visitors welcome this way. There was no restricted access of anything, no signage that said it was restricted, but they're claiming that it's a restricted area, even though it's a public lobby. So they said they were going to call you. I said I would wait out here until you guys came to see what you guys had to say about it. All right? Yeah, sure. No problem. Okay, yeah, no problem. No problem.
Soon the officers went inside the corrections building, but soon came out with a very unconvincing reason about the building's status, which even confused Sean.
So we're going to be able to get all the body camera footage. Hey, Sarge, how are you? You mind if I get your name and badge number, Sergeant?
Sure, 34.
34, Murphy?
Yes.
Thank you, Sarge. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So I'm just trying to find out what's your reason. What are you doing to be exact?
Oh, so my name is Sean. I'm an independent journalist. I'm just gathering content in publicly accessible areas for a story I'm working on. Sean, S.W.A.T.
Are you aware that this is a private property?
This isn't private property. This is public property.
As far as I'm concerned, I was told by Mr. Barry Jacobson, the owner of this property. It's a private property, so I'm just trying to find out right now, did he give you permission to video record?
A Barry Jacobson?
Yes.
A private individual?
He's the owner.
Once again, the officers were in the wrong, as despite the building being owned by a private individual, once it's leased to the government, it loses its status and becomes a public building.
The section out to the New York State Department of Corrections, Community Supervision?
There's two companies inside this building.
Okay.
We have the Department of Corrections and what is...
Like a drug rehab?
Yes. Yes, we were informed that Mr. Barry Jacobson owned the building. We called him. We asked him if he gave anyone any permission to be on this property currently right now to be video recording. He said no, he didn't give anyone any permission, but he would like to know who's out here.
Technically, if a government agency is leasing the property, it then becomes under the government agency's control for as far as publicly accessible areas. It's a government agency, it's funded by taxpayers. But if someone else owns this property and they don't want me here, that's fine. I don't need permission to be here. There's no restricted area signs, there's no keep out private property signs. So there's no way of me knowing that. So I have every right to be here currently. If the owner of the property doesn't want me here, that's a different story. I already got all the content that I needed, so...
Despite being in the right, Sean decided to conclude his audit, believing he had already endured enough for the day.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great day, okay? Take care. Stay safe out there.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thanks for not violating my rights today. You wouldn't do that? Great. Thanks, Sarge.
Sean exited the building, and although he claimed to file a complaint against the parole officers, we are not certain whether he followed through with it. Well, if you think these officers escalated the situation, you are in for a shock to see what this cop did.
You have no badge, you have no name tag. No. Cop, you fucking piece of shit.
On June 9th, 2020, a First Amendment auditor who goes by his YouTube channel, Keeping Them Liable, was conducting an audit when he noticed the cops had pulled over an old man. As he went on to approach the situation, things took a dire turn that will leave you shocked.
Can you tell me why they pulled you over?
Pardon?
Do you mind telling me why they pulled you over?
Ask him.
Okay. Have a nice day, sir. So we have a SWAT team undercover. You're a SWAT team? SWAT team is pulling people over.
No, he's a civilian. He doesn't want any part of it. That's what he just expressed to me. I'm not wrong. I know the law. You're welcome to videotape me. You cannot videotape him or his license plate.
You're wrong. I can videotape him and I can videotape you.
No, he's a civilian.
What does that mean?
He's a private human being.
So what does that mean?
What do you mean, what does that mean? Have a good day. Carry on.
Why don't you have a good day? There is no... Who? Did you just call me a loser?
License and registration, please. What's your ID?
Did you just call me a loser?
You just approached the cruiser after I asked you not to. You have an ID on you, please, sir.
Did you just call me a loser?
You have an ID on you, sir.
Sir, can you call your supervisor?
I already have.
Okay,
Listen, you're very close.
I'll wait for
You
him.
should not walk up to police vehicles.
Why are you walking up to me?
I'm asking you for your ID.
6 feet, sir. You don't even have a mask.
Officer Dave Wilson maintained a hostile demeanor throughout as he followed the auditor. He refused to de-escalate the situation and started to threaten the poor auditor, who was now scared of him.
You, sir. Why are you approaching me?
Lower your camera. You're welcome to videotape me, but civilians don't have to be videotaped.
We'll see when your supervisor gets here. Why you keep approaching me?
He's heading out into traffic. I'm going to have to detain him if he heads out into traffic.
This is a public easement. This is a public easement right here. So I could be right here. You can't detain me. For what? For asking, you can just call me a loser. I have it on camera.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I have it on camera.
That's good for you. That's
can
a
you
productive
identify
use of
yourself?
time. that civilian chooses to not be videotaped.
Can you identify yourself?
Absolutely not. Can you identify yourself?
Chapter 41, Section 98D states that upon lawful order, you must identify.
Upon lawful order, and
Yes.
you're giving me a lawful order.
Yes.
Yeah, no, nice try though. It's a nice try. Google works well for you. I'd try that.
Didn't work out for you. What is
Again,
your badge, sir?
what is your
How come
lawful
you're not
purpose? You're
dispatched?
interfering with a motor vehicle stop. He didn't want to be videotaped. That's his prerogative. He's a civilian. You can videotape me. You cannot videotape him.
Okay.
You may not videotape civilians who don't want to be videotaped.
The guy is gone, so there's no...
Well, he expressed to me he does not want to be videotaped.
Alright. Can you stop approaching me? Can you stop
Pardon me?
walking behind me?
Pardon me?
Don't be in my traffic, sir. Sir, back up.
You did say it's a right of way, right? A public way, and I can go anywhere I want?
You're blocking me. What are you doing? Sir, can you have him back up? I'm fearing for my life.
Again, you're interfering with a motor vehicle stop.
Is this what policemen do?
You have no business in that motor vehicle stop. No lawful business. You are interfering with a motor vehicle stop.
And that
He's
stop
a
was
police
over,
officer.
bro.
You have to comply with the police officer.
Comply? He's blocking my walk, my freeway to walk.
He stopped you.
He didn't stop me.
To inquire the situation. You're not complying with him.
Soon the officers ganged up on the auditor and were harassing him just for speaking the truth and following the Constitution. It's truly sickening how such cops are allowed to do their jobs, believing they can intimidate anyone they wish.
Wow, nothing to do in Revere? I'll wait for the supervisor.
If does not want to be videotaped, you cannot videotape him. It's illegal.
You have nothing to do. What law is that? Can you state the law? That I can't.
Pardon me? Can I state the law? No, I don't have to state the law. I can tell you
You
that.
don't know it. It doesn't exist.
What happened? He does not want to be videotaped. He pulled up and asked me. He said, please have him remove me from that video. I do not want to be videotaped.
Okay.
That's his lawful business.
So what are you saying?
I'm trying to impart to you that you need to delete that application. He was not, it was a lawful motor vehicle
Where is
stop
the
and he
victim?
chose to not
Where
be
is the
videotaped.
victim? Is there a victim here? How's this work?
Again, I have no idea who he is. Just walked up and interfered with a motor vehicle stop.
I know exactly who he is. I know exactly who he is.
Just chose to interfere with a motor vehicle stop.
Explain to me, how did I interfere?
He asked not to be videotaped, very respectfully.
That is not allowed. There is no expectation of privacy in public, sir. You're totally
Listen,
wrong.
you're videotaping a civilian.
You are totally wrong.
Two parties.
See, there's a camera right there.
Doesn't matter. What's the
Of
big
course it
deal?
is.
Are you enjoying this?
What are you talking about? Wow, there must be no crime in Revere to have 7. Why don't you go home? Why don't you go home? Trust me, I'm gonna be here before you until you leave. All y'all gonna leave before I do.
If you think the officer was on his worst behavior, you have no clue what's about to happen, as Wilson's behavior will leave your blood boiling.
You're a tyrant. You're a tyrant. You can't use it. Intimidation. You're not gonna intimidate me. You're a.
Excellent. Thank you and have a nice day.
No,
Carry
I'm
on.
gonna need you to identify yourself. I'm
I
not
already
gonna need...
told you. You go to the
You
police
are
station.
going to identify. You have no badge. You have no name tag.
No.
Shut up, you piece of shit. You're a asshole.
I am.
I know that. Now I'm gonna cross the line. Walk away. You're a. You're a.
Across the line.
You can't do shit. All of y'all. Now you're pissing me off. You ain't gonna do shit.
No.
That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna tuck your chest between your legs and you're gonna walk.
Yes, of course. That's because we have jobs to do, and you
don't
however,
have
hang
shit.
around
Your
on the
job is
sidewalk
not
and
to
do
harass
nothing.
people.
Your job is
Your
to hang
job
around the
is not to
sidewalk and
harass people.
harass innocent people. You're
Get out of here.
harassing
Go
civilians.
Away. Go away.
Let it go. Come on.
Yeah, go. Put your ego away and go. I'm gonna need your name. Where's that supervisor?
At the police station. You're welcome to go there and get it.
Is this what you do?
Go to
Is
the
this
police
what I
station
pay
and
you to
request
do?
it. You
Is this what I
you have
pay
to
you
have a
to do?
job to pay somebody to do something.
I guarantee you I make more money than you, punk.
I'm sure you do.
That's why you're like 68 years old. You have no stripes.
I'm sure you do.
However, finally, the other officers decided to leave the scene, and so did the tyrant officer Wilson, who had angered the poor auditor who kept cursing him and showing him his level.
Can I get your name and badge number? Can I get your name? Can I get your name and badge number?
Yep, 366 right there.
What's your name? You don't have a badge number. Brutal. Sir, your name and badge number? All right, so then he failed to identify cruiser 7382. There's a new sheriff in town. Better get used to it. Just what I thought. I'm gonna walk through here and you ain't gonna do shit.
Good luck.
You called for backup.
Good luck
the
with that.
bitches came and they left.
Good luck
you got
with
no
that.
help.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with what? Good luck with
the
what?
poor old man you harassed.
Shut up, man.
Good luck.
Shut up.
You did a good job.
Shut up. I get nothing. You're gonna tuck your tail, and this is called the walk of shame.
It's the walk of
shame.
shame
On you.
No.
Get on your car and get out of here. Little punk. Just what I thought.
It's unfortunate.
Exactly. It's unfortunate that we have pigs like you working for us. You pig.
I'm not even laughing. I'm laughing at the point that he can do this.
Well, I will be filing a complaint against you, dumb.
Good luck. I didn't know you could do this.
Little punk. Leave. Just like I thought. Leave. Look how you park, tyrant.
He said it.
Nothing better to do. You got a SWAT team pulling over old man. A SWAT team. Is that what you pay? We pay a SWAT team undercover car to come pull over, harass the old man.
Officer Wilson ultimately had to do the walk of shame as he was humbled. The auditor kept recording for a few minutes before calling it a day. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today, we witnessed cases where corrupt police officers broke the law. It's a shame that these tyrants have limited knowledge of law basics and desperately need de-escalation training. Fortunately, all of them were taught a lesson by their victims, and I'm sure they'll never forget this moment.
Hey, man. That was incredible, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. Boy, good hanging out with y'all. Boy, that was off the chain. Off the chain, man. That was intense. You already know what time it is. Your boy Juice Baby in your chest making it do to do. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And you already know, man. We back at y'all again, gang.